think it's.
like a land feature of some kind to follow.
I think so.
Hmm.
Interesting.
Maybe
Okay.
it's possible that that's kind of how it works.
407 of GI Joburg. Hey everybody, Merry Bergmas. And I'm joined by waving Rob.
Happy Bergmas, everyone!
And who's this man downstairs trying to find
Merry
his English?
Festivus? Is that the politically correct term? I don't know. I heard it on another
Not
podcast.
Festivus.
I'm like, okay.
No. Festivus is a whole
We're
different thing. You
at
got
the
to watch
war,
Seinfeld.
Steven. You don't want to. You don't want to. You
Yeah,
don't
you
want to
don't
get.
want to. Festivus is a
Ooh.
whole different spiel. It works really well, I think.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas, everybody. Well,
And
a
I
slightly
plagiarized
belated
this
one.
from another podcasting buddy of mine. Welcome to the Crimbo Limbo. We're in the
Whoa.
thick of it now. That gap between Christmas and New Year's when, I don't know, if you got new toys, be playing with them, please.
Play with them, please,
Doesn't
guys.
seem like a whole lot else on the go.
There's nothing
Am I
else
right?
to do. You're right.
Yeah,
Like, I'm just
actually.
sitting here like, what else am I supposed to do except play with all these new toys?
Yeah,
I'm so
actually.
bored. I'm like, what am I supposed to do
But
now?
actually, the Crimbo Limbo, that sounds like something Ben would say.
Correct. Ding, ding,
Ah,
ding. 10 points.
the
You
Benism.
picked the right podcaster. Ben from Chasing Joe, the other GI Joburg podcast stream, where you lose these two South African criminals, aka Paul and Rob, and gain one British boy who's got
Oh,
a burn
very
on to collect
posh.
every single Marvel GI Joe comic book.
Every single one you would like to
And
own.
and on the topic of Crimbo Limbo, as it
Ah,
were,
hmm.
what have you guys been keeping yourselves busy with in this little Christmas gooch period?
Wow, that is a loaded question. Well, as anyone who's watching the podcast can see, I've swapped, well, not swapped places with Stephen, but I'm now house sitting for Stephen. While and I'm probably gonna just say what he's doing during this period. Him and his entire family are away on holiday for a beach holiday, and I am staying at the house, keeping myself occupied,
Rob is
eating some
defending the
food.
flag, the
It's placed
Defiant,
somewhere in the Defiant and the
and the
General
General
and a boxed
Tomahawk.
Tomahawk.
How's it been going, Rob? I mean, have you had any intruders yet?
No, not yet. Thankfully,
Defended the property?
I did. No. I haven't had to do that. Thankfully, it's a generally peaceful neighborhood on average. I think. So
Mm.
yeah, it's been going pretty good so far. I've been watching lots of Star Trek. That's been going well. And yeah,
So
filling with the
Star
new
Trek
toys.
is leaving Netflix.
Yes.
The downside to this bidding war for Warner Brothers is
Hmm.
that, I mean, Netflix has always had Star Trek: The Next Generation, original series,
Yeah.
Voyager, Deep Space Nine, Enterprise,
Yeah.
and a few other things.
It's the
Batman the
whole
animated
reason
series.
why I originally got Netflix was Star Trek.
And I have been marathoning them myself, and I will not finish in time before well, no, Paramount is pulling the plug on all those shows,
Yeah.
pulling them off of
Well,
Netflix.
there's
Like,
everything else that belongs to Paramount. I mean, I don't know
damn
what
it,
else
man.
there is,
Well,
but
I don't
Star
think
Trek is
anything
the thing that I
counts for
care
me
about.
like Star Trek does. I mean, GI Joe and Retaliation, whatever,
They're not on Netflix though.
aren't they?
No,
Okay, they
Right.
were on
they're on
Amazon.
Showmax.
Mm,
Yeah.
Showmax.
yeah.
Showmax.
However, you're getting your Joe, however, you're getting your Star Trek, things are always likely to change. This is the
Mm-hmm.
problem with not owning anything anymore. Is
Yeah.
that you can subscribe to a service, but the bouquet is constantly changing. What you are watching this month might not be there next month.
Yeah.
Proof of
I
that.
mean, but I do actually own a season of Star Trek. It's the first season of Voyager, actually.
Oh, cool.
And this cool little box, like red box. It's really cool
Oh,
on
those.
DVD. Yeah.
I
I never
remember
got
those.
around to getting the rest though. I guess I might have to. But then I need a DVD player because the only
Damn
DVD
it.
player I have is the one that's in my laptop. but it doesn't work anymore. So
Oh, balls.
No, imagine they're dinosaurs, especially the ones that are in laptops, because those
hmm
laptops are probably pretty old by now.
yeah,
Yeah.
But
but
we're on the topic. Let's talk about new shit, boys, because
whoa, it
it's been
has been
Christmas.
Christmas.
Anybody got some new stuff kicking around?
Oh
We want
my
to hear.
goodness,
The
that
only
is
new
a
thing I got is compliments of you, Steve, which is
Oh,
whoa.
Paulie.
this
Oh, Paul.
rad little um when I say the only thing, I'd say this was the only little guy that was under my
Oh
Christmas
my
tree. It's this
goodness.
cool Keaton-esque kind of Batman.
You were a
Well,
good boy this year. Yeah. It's a
super
Spin
rad.
Master. Like, I did not realize it, but last year, well, no, 2025, I think. No, it was 2024. They did a 70th anniversary Batman collection.
Hmm.
Randomly, the Batman they put into that was the Keaton Batman Returns Batsuit, which for many of us is like the ultimate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you feel that way, but it's a lovely little figure.
I
I've got
just
one on the shelf.
I even got like I made his pose as accurate as I could, no real head turning.
Yeah, very stiff.
Um
Like someone else is doing all the martial artists, so Keaton can just go
and
punch him in
kick
the
one,
face.
yeah. And then this was a cool little like surprise I was not expecting to see is the little Hot Wheels Sky Striker.
You haven't popped
Yeah.
the,
Oh,
the card yet, boy.
very
I
cool.
I'm reticent to do so because it looks
Whoa.
really good altogether.
Okay.
Okay, fair
I'm still sort of debating that. The interesting thing is if you put this toy in the hands of a classified figure, you get quite a big Sky Striker toy for them. And if you put it in
enough.
the hands of a sideshow figure, you get quite a small Sky Striker figure for them.
Ah,
So
so it's not quite scaled to actually
yeah,
be
it's
the proper size of of the toy for them.
and then
Darn.
this handful of Delta 17, this little baggie, which I haven't opened because I figured we were going to talk about this stuff on the show, and I just didn't want to
Ah.
like, what's the word? I didn't want to like have them all over the place. So now I can
Well, I
actually
can't
open them.
take the credit for that one. That was Gary V, who I think must have picked them up at Joe Fest this year.
Thanks, Gary
Oh,
V.
that's
Yeah, man.
wonderful
Thanks,
to know
Gary.
you've got something directly from Joe
And then
Fest.
what else can I? There was one thing I kind of so like recently, actually I got something for Steve. Recently, uh, I got a bunch of stuff from a friend who's overseas who has been putting stuff aside for me for the year. And one of them was a model kit. I'm going to see if I can show this off properly. This is kind of to answer my earlier question of what have you been doing. I've been building up this guy, this gold
Oh
monstrosity.
wow,
Yeah, which is actually um, a third-party Gundam kit. So it's actually not made by Bandai, but the design
interesting.
is based off something from Bandai. So it's actually quite naughty.
Is it chrome or is that somehow a gold plastic with
No,
a
it's
high
it's
sheen?
sprayed. It's actually got a it's a plating, but it's not that like gaudy what you call it
Chrome.
Mickey chrome plating crap.
Yeah, it does look
It's
kind of brushed.
yeah, it's like a pre-painted. It's actually something Bandai does as well to some of their kits now.
So beautiful gold though.
It is
Wow.
actually. It's really really nice. Just want to put them down carefully
How
because
do the pricing of the third parties compare? Are they higher priced than Bandai or are they slightly cheaper? Are they Timu kits?
um actually yes they are.
Woo-hoo!
um pardon me folks. Hold on.
It's not a dirty word here on GI Joburg, clearly. Wherever
Anyway,
you get your jollies, boys and girls.
yeah, guys. Yeah. So the problem with the knockoff stuff is it is actually very competitively priced.
Right.
In the case of this guy, it's a very good quality model
Oh,
kit.
okay. I was about to ask. That was my next question.
Never mind, like a good quality knockoff or third party. I don't think it's fair to call this a knockoff per se. It's a third party IP infringement. So it's a boutique model kit, if I can put it to you that way, because it's made very well. It was done through a factory that did a very good job of making it. Hence the gold spray parts. I mean, that's not a cheap process, and it's done very well.
well,
The parts are not warped or funny or anything.
it's
If
Um,
you were to
certainly
boil it down to percentage, what
mm,
percentage of the level of quality of Bandai has the third party got? Is it 100% or is
I'd
it
say it's got
80%?
about uh, shit. I hate to admit this, but in this case, in this very specific case, I'd say, and remember, it's a boutique. This is a boutique. It's very different
It's going to do it, ladies and gentlemen.
from your run-of-the-mill bootlegs. I'd say this is about 70 to 80%.
That's
Um,
pretty good. Because I was gonna
yeah.
say, I mean, I think once my mother actually bought me a knockoff
Mm.
Freedom Gundam, and that was a proper rubbish kit.
Yeah,
Like
those.
it was bad plastic. The figure barely, fit together. Like the joints were not staying together.
Yeah,
Like
it's
you
So let's
looked
horrible.
at it wrong, and it would fall apart. It was like kind
Yeah,
of like
so that's the other thing, and I just feel like because I'm here, I should like educate people like on this
please.
for 2 seconds. This third-party kit is seriously like an exception to the rule. For the most part, most knockoff stuff is very uh, tricky. Like I've seen knockoff Bandai stuff. It's absolute rubbish. They don't fit together. There's warping in the parts. There's all kinds of crap that goes on with
Yeah,
them.
because they're just trying to get away with like making it look as close as possible to things so that they get your money instead of
Or
Bandai
what they
does.
do is they just copy the molds, and
Yeah,
they
like with that
and
freedom that I
and
had.
and some people might be listening to this right now going, "Oh yeah, but it's much cheaper, and why are we paying Bandai the premium?" Well, something that people should be very aware of, and this is actually why Bandai has a standard. So the first thing is they create the IP, so we should be supporting that anyway. That's their IP for starters. They own the rights to it. Secondly, they spend a lot of money to make sure that your user experience is good. So when you build that kit and you pop pieces together, it's a good feeling. You're not having to force stuff. You're not having to like do little, tweaks here and there to make it fit better. Uh, I mean, it's a model kit in some cases you do, but Bandai, kind of, you know, puts a lot of money into making sure that your experience is a comfortable, seamless, fun experience. And thirdly, and probably more important than the other two, Bandai makes sure that the plastic, now plastic by its nature is unhealthy for a human being, but Bandai has a lot of initiatives where firstly they use recycled plastic in their kits. That's a big thing that they do, which is cool. They use a lot of kind of what's the word? They use very different polymers to kind of make the plastic. I don't want to say safe, but they use a lot of purifying processes in their plastic. So when you're working on the kit, you're not going to get like rashes and crap like that. That's the thing, and they make sure that their stuff is kind of as it's what I want to say, it's environmentally safe because no plastic really is. However, it is just a safer thing to work with because a lot of knockoffs use plastic from God knows where, and there's a lot of reports online of people building knockoff kits and their hands swelling up and getting like sort of what's the word I'm looking for? Just having like allergic reactions. When they sand, the way that the plastic kind of sands and breaks, it has little pieces like kind of similar to fiberglass, that kind of stuff, and it gets into your skin. There's a lot of bad stuff. So
asbestos.
yeah, it's very dangerous, and there are one or two Chinese companies that have been taken to task for that recently, for that exact same
Good
thing.
luck.
Hmm.
Look, Paul,
Actually,
thank
no,
you for the
it's
education. But what I'm dying to
yeah,
know now, because
yeah.
you've teed it up so nicely, and I'm wondering if you, as a representative of Gunpla SA,
hmm
have a conflict of interest. But the listeners might want to know, what is the name of this knockoff brand? Can you even remember?
Actually, I don't know what the name of the brand is
Ah, well, forget about
because
it
there's
then.
no branding on the box.
Well,
Let's
there
It's
we
go
go.
called
from
Golden
one
Warrior. That's
large
it.
scale robot to one slightly smaller scale robot. Mind you, some of them are the size of cities, some of them are the size of planets. I got these. I was about to say Star Wars, the Transformers Omnibus by Skybound. It's a
Ah.
newsprint, so it's super light. Rob's holding it up.
Oh.
That I believe is my copy. It
Yes,
did
it
not come
is.
with
Wow.
me on holiday. I didn't trust myself. There it is. It's a massive tome,
Yes, dude.
but
It's a
deceptively
family
light.
Bible.
Deceptively light. Like yes, there are other volumes that Image does, which uses premium quality paper, and they're like half the sizes of this thing, and they are exceptionally heavy. But
Oof,
Skybound, thankfully, did go for a more newspaper bound or newspaper
authentic.
quality paper, which I think that also helps make the colors more authentic to what they were back in the day as
Oh,
well.
and how so
Instead of,
nice.
because I mean, I think you will notice that on a lot of GI Joe volumes where like the colors look almost too, I don't know. There's something about the colors in like the IDW volumes where it
They
looks
seem
doesn't
more
look
diffused. They
right.
seem
You know?
less
It sucks, man.
egregious. Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
because
on
the way
cover.
that it was colored to be printed onto a specific type of paper.
Yeah,
I
newsprint by nature is a kind of slightly yellow, slightly dull
yeah. So you
medium.
actually you compensate for that
Sure.
Hmm.
by changing your colors a certain way to make it work like that. And that's why the colors do I feel look very strange. You know, when you look at an original GI Joe comic versus a IDW graphic novel. But this is fantastic that they've actually reproduced it in such a way that it looks like I believe it did back in the day.
Hmm. It was a
Yeah,
lovely Christmas gift from Roberts, and if you've
so
checked
Yeah.
out
cool,
GI
man.
Joburg Instagram, you'll know that the gift itself was an accompaniment to the amazing rapping that he did for
Yeah,
me, with
I
like
saw that.
circuit boards on like lovely like white cardboard with a big red ribbon. It was a wonderful presentation and really made for like the highlight of my day because Super 7, they fucked me. I
Yes.
ordered Mara, as you guys were my witnesses,
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
on the Black Friday deal. Like that was like the 27th of November is when I got my order in.
yeah.
I still haven't received a shipping notice.
Which is wild because you mentioned this last week already, I think.
Well,
And so
still
another week
nothing.
has
The needle
passed.
hasn't moved. I have contacted their customer service a number of times. They were saying like, "Oh, don't worry, it'll be with you by Christmas." Um, yeah, okay. Even on Christmas
Lies.
Eve, I was like, yeah, guys, still gonna be arriving on Christmas, huh? 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 They're like, yes, no, it's definitely gonna go out tomorrow then.
Fuck that.
Hilarious. Hilarious.
I'm so sorry, dude. I actually got
It's
billed for
fine.
mine
You
two
know
weeks
what?
ago.
It's a unique
Mm.
experience, not one that I want to repeat. A Christmas without GI Joe is like like a day without sunshine.
Mm.
But I was well taken care of by my man Rob. And the Transformers Omnibus is an interesting read for me because I have sporadically picked up over the course of my youth issues of Transformers. Like if GI Joe or Transformers were on the stand, those were the books that I picked up. It was only in absence of those two books that I would have gone for an Iron Man or a Thor or a Captain America or a Batman. But yeah,
Mm.
give me the toy properties first and foremost. They were always my priority. So I do have a scattering of Transformers books from back in the day, and it's always interesting to read the stories that they connect to, like get
Mm.
the context of why the Autobots were in this situation to begin with. And one of those situations is issue 3 of Transformers. You know, the 4-part miniseries that kicked off the ongoing book. Issue 3 is tough to get in other collected editions because it features a non-Transformers character. It features a Marvel character. It features
Mm.
Spider-Man.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah, so a lot of
Spider-Man.
like back in the day, IDW could not reprint that issue, so I
Mm.
had never read it. But if you do treat yourself to issue 3 of Transformers, you're gonna see Mobats, you're gonna see Wolverines, and like they are rendered like mathematically, geometrically perfect. Clearly, the artist had the toys to hand, actually, physical copies of the toys in the Marvel offices that they were using as references. I don't know if maybe they went and bought them because they were on shelves at the time, or maybe they crept into Larry Hama's stash and were
Yeah.
like, "Hey, I need a reference for a tank. Can I just borrow that?"
And he probably
And
said
you,
yes.
your
Or
office is
in the
full of like
artist
all the
office,
shit
you know.
from Hasbro.
Yeah.
Mm.
We've
It's
got a bunch of
probably
Transformers clogging up our offices, but we need a
trash.
regular tank.
Speaking of
Regular
Spider-Man.
tanks. Oh.
So, Steve, I get to do this to you for a change, which is cool.
Ooh.
So, that friend of mine helped. these guys find their way to you. So first we've got this Venom,
Venom.
who is I don't even know. This is like Zoe Toys or ZQ Toys or something. Anyway,
Oh
Zika
wow.
Zika or something. Then there's another
Zika
one,
Zika.
Spider Man.
Ooh,
Yeah, pretty cool. And
that's
then the last
amazing.
one is Ghost Spider, or is I no, it's just Gwen Stacy, but
Yeah, Spider Woman,
Spider
basically.
Girl, yeah, Spider
Aren't
Woman.
these Hasbro?
No, they're not.
You'd think so.
They you would think so, but they're not. So they do have they actually got some great articulation. I must say these are very cool. Um,
Well, that makes them look like they might be copies of the Epic series. Like
well, there's a
Hasbro
whole.
don't do obviously Marvel Universe anymore, which is the 4-inch scaled superheroes, but now they've got a sort of a more kiddie
I think
appropriate 4-inch scale line of action figures, and I've got a lot of them myself. Some of them
I need to
courtesy of
look
our
into that.
fans on GI Joburg.
I need to look into that, but I've got a funny feeling that Marvel might just be repackaging these guys.
Hmm.
So they
Because these
actually
are very impressive, actually. I got to say, I don't
stealing
know, I don't know where
designs.
I put the Venom now.
You're
Sorry.
sitting on it.
Wow.
Ah! We are in your ass.
Well,
What?
it's one of his abilities, is to kind of like
Mimic a
be
couch.
undiscoverable.
Did you ever play that beat 'em up?
Beat 'em up.
It was like it had Spider-Man, Spider-Woman in it. I can't remember. Hawkeye was in there as well, but it was like a side-scrolling beat 'em up. It had some platforming sections, and you fight
Hmm.
Venom, and he's disguised as an oil tanker.
What?
What? No,
You're
I've
Yeah,
blowing my
never
mind,
played
dude.
that.
And I've
it's
not
pretty
played it.
cool.
No.
I just can't remember the name of it. I'm sure somebody will tell us in the comments.
Hmm.
Because with my encyclopedic or alleged encyclopedic game knowledge, I can't for the life of me remember the name of that damn game. And it was cool because we used to have it at the Northgate arcades. But yeah, Steve, these are for you. Do with them
What?
what you will. Yes,
Rad.
Merry Christmas. They're GI
Uh,
Joe scaled,
look,
which is
to
cool.
be honest,
Cool.
no, Paul. Honestly, I'm pretty flush with Venoms and Spider Mans. All I'm after is that Ghost Spider. I've been
Sweet.
looking for the Hasbro Epic Series one for some time now. Just never turns up.
Rad. Well, okay. Well, then it's. I mean, okay. Then I'll hold on to them because I thought then maybe if
Yeah.
you didn't want them, you would have
Thank
passed them
you.
on to Ellie. But this Venom is too cool, man. I really
Well,
like this Venom.
Well, there we go. He gifted it back to
instant
you.
regifting, but I can't take credit for that. That's courtesy of our friend. Thank you, friend.
Yeah, and
Thank you, friend.
he'll be very chuffed to see that they've finally found their home.
A
Um,
Mm.
new
yeah, and then
home.
there was like there was another model kit I got, but I'm not really gonna pull it all out right now because it's
Oh,
kind of a chore. Um,
you've hidden
like
it away.
it's a chore just because I'm also trying to keep it a surprise for the Gunpla folks as well that I got my hands on it.
Ah.
But yeah, man, for me, like it was pretty chilled. Rob, did anything find its way to you this year, my dude?
Well, I got a couple of things. Steven gave me a box of stuff. A box of stuff. I'll start out with the thing that's been already revealed. So Steven also got me a Sky Striker.
Oh, nice. You
But
opened yours.
I took it out of the packaging. And this is Hot Wheels have done an incredible job of reproducing what a Sky Striker is, even down to the little like symbols for where you would normally pull to make the wings move,
Mm.
and like a couple of nose steps on the wings. You can see them at the back on the little where you can't see them, but I promise you they're there. Just gorgeous. I mean, even the eagle on the
On
back
the
fin.
tail stabilizer.
Yeah,
Sometimes it's just too much effort to take the Sky Striker off the ceiling or from its high shelf or wherever
yeah.
it's
You
parked on
just
the
want to
flag,
fly it
maybe.
around.
It's much
Mm.
easier to just reach into your pocket and pick up a Hot Wheels.
I'm
There you go.
like, this is gonna sound so bad, but I'm so glad Steve got me one of these because I've
You,
seen one
you
or
would never
two.
bite yourself. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I've seen them overseas, and I just couldn't drop the
You've
what is
seen
it?
it at toy markets or
And I've seen it at toy
conventions in
markets, but
South
they want like
Africa.
stupid pricing for it, man.
Oh,
Like,
Oof.
bullshit. It wasn't that bad.
no, man,
You,
it's like 350 rand. It's too much for what it is.
Oh, oh, it
look,
hurts.
you're rolling back on an opinion and it's okay. Because when I heard you say like I don't need that, it's stupid. I don't want a little pint-sized Sky Striker. And I was like, yeah, but there's one in your house right now. So fuck you.
No, no, no. I'm
You have
not
no choice
like
but
I'm
to
not
have it.
backpedaling. It's like one of those. I like it enough, just not to spend 350 rand on
Just
it.
not to take it out of its packaging, allegedly.
No,
Ah,
I keep. I mean, I've got my turtle van in the packaging still as well.
I know. It is pretty.
yeah.
I'm sorry I dropped the card at one point, so it's a bit dinged.
It's
Ah,
mine.
no. It's his now.
Anyway, Rob, you were
Um,
telling us about the
Yeah,
cool
so
stuff you
so
got.
that was the
Sorry.
beginning. So then the second up was a replacement for something else that Steven gave me where I think the screw was damaged or something. So I have my
yeah.
second
What
wetsuit,
is that?
original
Oh, it's
wetsuit.
original wetsuit.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Not the 90s one.
There was something wrong with the screw in the back, I think. So
Well,
I have
no,
the
look,
second.
it was frozen, and you entrusted it to me to do the drill it out trick,
Yes.
and I must have just
Did not work out.
well, yeah, I got a bit carried away. I was like, I'm making progress, making progress. Oh wait, that's plastic coming out. Oh fuck. Yeah.
Yeah, so very cool. He comes with this little flashlight and his little like scuba moving device.
Well, look, I mean, those are duplicates. You do now have two. What are they? Flashlights and mobility device, whatever you call it.
Yes,
Nice.
but I mean, I'm just showing
Yeah.
off the one, the stuff that this one came with. So
Yeah.
I did don't get that. Two things which I won't show you now because I didn't bring them with to Stephen's house. One is a devil slug. What's it called? CC ray. Devil
Devilfish.
ray. That one. Oh God. Never get the fucking name, the freaking name of that thing right. So the little orange little boat. So
Yeah, man.
that was a nice addition, and something that one of my wetsuits can now sit in and pilot, which is really awesome
It's
and
the
complete as far as I can tell. It comes with all the little like everything from the little caps to the front
oh, it's a rad toy, man. The
for the
the
engines,
tigerfish is so cool.
everything, tons of missiles. It's great. It's just also a tiny little vehicle. I mean, I'm not going to pull it out of my pocket and kind of like race it around, but at least you can
Huh.
kind of like put it into your
So, Paul, you've got the tiger fish,
Yeah.
not the
ah,
devilfish.
No.
Rob's got a devilfish. I've got an
but
action
not
force devilfish. So
oh
between us, we can
We all have a
do.
devilfish.
We can do well. Yeah, a
We all have a
fish.
fish.
wow a
We
fish.
can do a episode on the toy.
Oh, interesting. Technically,
Yeah, man.
Cool.
Sing out in the comments if you'd like a vehicle
oh,
focus on the
on the devil
devilfish.
slug, devilfish.
I don't think the thing gets enough love.
I think you're right. I mean, there's enough. I think there's this. You can talk about that for sure. There's stuff to say there.
I mean, it's pocket power, but honestly, like those things were pitted up against mores in the cartoon
It's
series.
amore.
It's like, nah, this little
Doesn't make no
pint-sized piddly little
sense.
boat
Doesn't make no sense.
versus a more. Forget it.
Did have a
Well,
little bit of didn't it get some screen time in that little GI Joe pay to win game thing? That like Clash of Clans type thing that they released not too long ago.
I guess maybe. I mean, as
maybe
far as GI Joe nautical power of the day, you had the devilfish,
that
you
was
had
it.
the whale, and you had
Mhm.
the flag. Like there were no in betweens.
That was it. You know, they
Mhm.
didn't really have like a proper boat that kind of stood against the moray. But we certainly had this discussion in the second year of GI Joe. We did vehicle battles. But the
Oh,
other thing which I will not be showing you is the toxic Avenger, the toxic Viper, the toxic tank,
The
toxic tank,
septic tank?
septic tank.
Septic tank.
So uncolored by Steven. There's no there's no black marker, permanent marker all over it. So it's in this pristine original orange, and
so I implore you to paint it black immediately.
No, I'm not doing that. It has to stay its lurid original coloring.
I had
It's
a good
gorgeous to see it like that, actually,
Yeah.
like in its original form.
I saw that
Vibrant.
I saw that
Hmm.
somewhere recently. It was in a catalog shot somewhere. It was online. I think I was
Hmm.
just doom scrolling on Insta and I saw it and I had a good laugh and I was like, hey, Rob's gonna get one of those. This was when I knew you were getting it.
Ah, it was
Yeah.
awesome. Yeah, I'm
I
very happy
couldn't
to
go
have one.
through with giving him the ninja power driver and battle axe. I couldn't do it. I
Pussy.
knew that they would
You
just
would
get
have
thrown out the
ruined.
window.
You would have ruined my Christmas. Like if I saw that there, I would have been like, ah, I'm done.
I mean, that's such a weird
Take me home, mom. Take me home. I'm done with this.
yeah, it's such a weird situation because you don't want to be rude, but you also want to throw it through the window.
Yeah, for sure. I would have just like as we were driving home, just dropped it out of the window
I'm
on the
Fucking
curious
highway.
if
no,
Rob
don't
would
do
have
that.
the nerve to be honest. Like, there's a level of like, will he, won't he? Like, gross
Well,
curiosity.
I guess we'll find out on my birthday, won't we?
February is about a month
That's
away.
his next chance. That's his next chance
Rob,
to try and gift
Rob,
these to me.
please don't throw things out of the car. Some dude in Cape Town threw, I think it was in Cape Town now over
Mm.
this Christmas period, threw some rubbish out of his car and has been named and shamed, rightfully
Really?
so. I'll have,
Okay.
I will say, but he is like South Africa's most wanted right now for like just
Wow.
tossing crap out of the side of his car.
Well, I'm just gonna do it once. I mean,
Well,
it's, you know.
it'll be a double shaming because yes, you're littering, but
Hmm.
also you are potentially giving away such a piece of shit to someone else, inflicting those toys
Yes.
Well,
onto
I
whoever,
guess
what
I have to go on
passerby might
top
pick
of
them up.
some sort of mountain or building and just drop it out.
Just
Throw it
back
in
a
the
car
ocean.
up over
Just
them, one
throw it
under
into
each
the ocean.
tire, and then
I guess
Rob,
film
we
it.
could do that. We could do
don't
that
be
too.
part of the problem, okay? Many people own Funko Pops are probably turfing their stuff into the ocean.
Probably.
Ugh.
And a secret surprise inside the toxo tank, the septic tank, was
Oh.
version 6 beat of Beachhead, which is the Night Force version of Beachhead, which
Very
came in
cool.
the Toys R Us exclusive box set that came out that year.
Nice.
Yeah, complete by the way.
What?
Well,
Funny
complete
guy.
because he came with no accessories. So
Alas. Well, yes, some releases came with no accessories. Some came with the, I don't know, Firefly guns and
well,
stuff.
it was in a box set. So technically, I mean, they all shared whatever weapons came in there.
Yeah,
But
it's
I
like
mean,
the core.
I have enough weapons and backpacks that
I
you'll
figure
you'll
you've
be
actually
well
got
equipped.
his gear just with another figure. In any case, I think
Probably.
the thinking at the time, apart from it just being a cool Easter egg, like hidden inside the
Yeah, he put
cavity
it
of the his
inside.
tank mold.
I mean, because I mean, I would have probably eventually discovered it, but I wanted to take the top off to kind of fit the stuff into the box better to take it
Ah.
home. And so yeah, when I opened it up, I was like, oh
Oh, under the turret.
yeah,
Yes.
Very
under the turret.
clever.
So I had to pull the turret off, and there he was. Kind of, I didn't even hear him rattling in there. Like I think I wasn't trying to throw the figure around or anything. So
I think there's a Mandela effect because I think, in my mind, I've convinced myself that you could put figures inside the his tank or septic tank,
yes,
put the turret in, and then they'd be seated in there. But there's not enough space to do that. The turret
it takes up a
bowl,
lot of space in there for sure. But you
yeah.
can
So
definitely put figures in there.
you
It's
can you can wrap a figure around the base of the, like, sort of, I don't know, like basically banana him into the corner and then put the turret in. But like, I think what we actually were doing was leaving the turret out completely and just
Yeah,
playing it as an
just
APC.
as
That way you can have guys kind of sort of seated in
yeah,
there.
Hmm.
or we just shove figures in there and then close it up. I think that's kind of how we just did it. And then
Hmm.
the 2 stars of the show, Stephen heard my call one day when I was like, I'm gonna eventually finish 1989. I think that's the year I'm gonna finish because obviously it's scoops here. And I have several figures from that year already. I mean, I don't remember exactly how many. Several.
I remember, though I'm not counting things like Python Patrol and vehicle drivers.
Ah.
I'm thinking like set your sights just on the single carded releases and work from there.
Yeah,
Because
that's what I do.
God knows why you would want a wild boar in your collection, my dude. I don't even
Well,
have him.
I don't even have him. Thank goodness.
Well,
Oh.
yeah. I mean, okay, there's 17, but also the only problem with that is that thanks to who was it again?
MC DJ ACDC.
He's already helped me with Slaughter's Marauders, so unfortunately, I
Mhm.
kind of have to finish Slaughter's Marauders now. Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Well, anyone
Or
listening,
fortunately, I think.
wanting to donate to the Rob Fund, he needs Kayak Stalker, he needs Night Viper, he needs Frag Viper,
Mhm.
he needs Rock and Roll.
Rock and roll, yes.
I'm thinking that's pretty much it for the single
Jeez,
carded
dude.
That's
releases. Oh,
essentially it.
Some of the
Naugahyde.
best figures
Noga
around.
Naugahyde.
Hind as well, yeah.
There you go.
That's actually, yeah, I'm almost done.
Ooh,
5 figures.
Yeah, because I already
interesting.
have Backblast.
Do you?
Do I? Wait, no, I don't have Backblast.
Ah,
I'm looking at it
Backblast.
now.
He's the sneaky
I'm
Backblast.
one.
glad. It means you
But
didn't
you've
eat
got
anything that
Countdown, you've
disagreed with
got
you.
DJ.
DJ,
Obviously
Snake Eyes,
now, thanks
Scoop,
to Steven. So the two that he got me.
Recoil.
Recall, I have Recall.
You have
Mhm.
DJ. I'm
I have
glad.
DJ. Yeah, of
Ah,
course
yes,
I
that's
do.
right. You have
Yeah.
DJ. Yeah.
Recoil, obviously Snake Eyes, and obviously Target, because I've talked about him quite a few times.
Quite a
And
bit.
Downtown as well.
I like downtown. I still feel downtown's
It's
kind of
pretty
a hidden
awesome.
gem.
Pretty awesome. And someone who came with a ton of stuff this even gave me was Heat Viper.
Ooh, so
Oh.
cool.
Absolutely gorgeous figure, very confusing figure because I was trying to like get his stuff into his hands, and I first went to Yojo, which is of course my first point of call, and I was like,
Mm.
It doesn't look right. I feel like it kind of really obviously doesn't go the way that this guy was holding it. He had essentially the rocket the opposite way around.
Yeah.
So this end was at the front. I was like, that doesn't make sense because then how do you fit the little peg
Mm-hmm.
into his helmet here?
Yeah.
Thankfully, 3D Joe's does have him holding it in a better direction.
Mm-hmm.
But both sides have his stuff in his left hand. And then if you're watching the video, you'll see I've also done that.
Mm.
Because for some it actually really does fit better in his left hand. And it is this pipe on the outside here, which kind of really restricts how you it's the gray pipe that goes from the gun to his head, which really restricts how you have him hold this thing.
Yeah.
Because mine, I'm going to say thankfully, one of the little posts on the gun is actually broken off, which makes
Oh.
it a little easier for this thing to actually shift.
Ah. Sorry,
Yeah.
mate.
Please watch out
No
the head
worries.
post.
I
Just
wasn't that
please.
No.
thorough. I didn't actually take it off the missile launcher.
Yeah. So I mean, if you are able to see, you'll see there's only one little post on the gun.
Mm.
But
I
weirdly
think I have
enough,
an
like,
extra. I can sort you out. I mean,
well,
assuming you don't like having the swivel. If you want one
this
that's
will
fixed.
a little bit for him to hold it a little bit better.
Okay.
Gives some play.
The only problem holding it this way is that it really does give I assume are the exhaust pipes or something on the backpack. They kind of like go into the missile launcher, which kind of annoys me. Like, there's no other way for him to hold.
Rob, what I do is I kind of wangle it
Cradle.
that it gets cradled there by the exhaust ports.
Oh,
Like,
so that's okay. So that kind of
yeah.
like goes below it.
But
Okay.
I can't stress this enough. Watch out for the peg on the head. It's not as strong as you may think it is.
Yeah, because it
And
looks
that's
so big. Like you think it's kind of fine.
and it's just that tube in particular is quite a chunky dude, and it's
Yes.
quite and so
And
it's got
it
enough.
will
It can
put a
generate
lot
enough
of
torque,
stress on
like
it for sure.
yeah, to put stress on it. So.
And then his little missiles on his little feeties.
Yeah, up or down. That's the eternal question.
I don't know. I put them down because I thought it would be easier for him to grab them that way.
That's what makes sense to me too.
So he kind of grabs them from that end and he shoves them in. Because if they're down, then like he really has to like reach down to kind of pick them up. Although I don't know how he's reaching to pick them up anyway when he's holding his gun.
He
You have
can
to
reach
kind of
down. It's the standing up part that seems to be difficult.
Dude, Heat Vipers look pretty jacked.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they really do. Their upper arms are like really big, actually.
They
So
skip
like,
leg day.
it's a damn cool toy though, Rob. It's actually
Absolutely gorgeous. I've always liked it, but never owned it.
yeah.
And it's nice to have a complete version, which makes
In
me
a
very
strange twist of fate, I've ended up with two,
happy.
which
Ooh,
which I'm not complaining about because it was one of my absolute favorites as a kid.
no, never complain about having two of something.
Well, unless it's wild boar,
And
or what's his face? Monkey wrench, not monkey wrench. The other. I see. I can never remember his name because it just bugs me. Is that
Torch,
no, the driver of the mean dog.
Thunder,
Um, wild
Mean
card.
Dog, Mild
Yeah,
Cards.
but they did release him
There
twice
we
because
go.
they basically stuck his head on another character and for battlecopter for major altitude.
No, that's bad. Why would
Also,
they do
again,
that?
craziness.
Ruined.
So Rob, you've been playing with your toys a bit, I hope.
I have, and the last toy that Stephen got me, and the one that I'm very excited for, is to have an original Ellie Viper.
Ellie Viper, so
Bang
cool.
bang.
and I have him holding his shield in his right hand and his gun in his left hand because that's kind of like the way that his hands have kind of molded over time. Whoever had
You're
him
gonna find a lot of
originally,
alley vipers with wide right hands or left hands, depending on
yeah,
which. Because
which
people just
hand they put the
wedged those
shield in,
those
yeah.
shields in when
Hmm.
the
So
plastic
the
was
hand
young.
that, yeah, that literally becomes the hand that he
Hmm.
has to hold it in.
Hmm.
Which
Interesting.
is actually what happened as well with the wetsuit.
Oh,
He is made for his left hand is so wide that he can only hold his torch in his left hand. Like I
Hmm.
tried to put the thing into the other hand, but yeah, but
God.
still.
I mean, it's interesting to me in hindsight seeing where happened back in the day
Yeah,
because you
it's
cannot
wild.
recreate that now.
Yeah.
Whatever that plastic has been shaped into
Hmm.
cannot be tightened or loosened. Like people say things like put it in boiling hot water. I'm like, those
Mm.
plastic molecules are not young, you know?
Yeah, you kind of just have to go with however someone treated it before is kind of the way that you go forward with the figure.
Which
Very pragmatic, Rob. I appreciate. And
which is cool though. Like that's very zen of you, Rob.
tells a tale. Minty
Yeah.
fresh figures are prohibitive not just because you lambaste yourself for even like a slight scratch or paint wear or a blemish or anything, but because they've been frozen in a position for so long and never played with. All those joints really suck. They need such work to get them,
Yeah, I
to
mean, as
do
long
what
as
you
the
want them
figure
to
is
do.
complete, is intact, I'm very happy to kind of like, yeah, indulge however someone played with it before.
Yeah.
It's interesting kind of to see like how someone was kind of like used a figure before.
Yeah,
It's
it's
a
got a
tight figure
character.
with all its stuff, as far as I'm concerned.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. How would you rate the 1989 Vipers? Would Ali Viper be on top, Paul?
Ooh,
Oh,
Or was it Night
89.
Viper?
Alley
Um,
Viper, Night Viper,
Are you going to include
Phoenix,
Annihilator and Target in the mix as two
Frag Viper as well.
there's also the Frag Viper. Okay,
Mm.
Frag Viper's not up for consideration. Not because he's a bad figure, just he's not Ali Viper or Night Viper. Night Viper is great, but I think the Ali Viper is the best of the three because he's the most playable. You can you can put everything on him. Like you can keep all of his gear
Mm.
on him. His stuff just works for adventures. You don't have to worry about breaking stuff too badly. I think the shield, maybe just be a bit careful with the shield. But yeah, Ali Viper, like full on, full on, full on. Um, that head shell is on there. It's not susceptible to really being knocked off. It's actually interesting. I don't see a lot of broken pins on Ali Viper heads, or at least I didn't when I used to look for them long ago on eBay.
Hmm.
Whereas Night Viper pins, I think,
Across the board, all broken.
because that visor
Mm,
was not sized correctly.
mm,
I think
Oh,
there is a design flaw in the molding of a Night
mm,
Viper that is
that's
detrimental to
upsetting
those
to
pins
know.
and
mm.
even infected the infected. It's a good choice of word. Affected or infected the third party producers
Mm.
who did remolds of that figure and reproductions.
Yeah, because I got your
The,
gold one once upon a time.
the
Yeah.
problem persists. The one pin came clean off. Just
Wow.
the
So that's not even
regular.
the type of plastic used, it's just the molding itself.
There is some tension being created by just that visor. So if you flip it up, flip it down, it's going to pull on the one side more and cause it to snap. So I've pinned it with a little metal rod, and that is never going
Hey,
to snap. But yeah, I mean, it just adds to my theory
totally
that
forgot about that, dude.
there is a problem with the
Mm.
classic Night Viper setup.
So there you have it, Rob. Um,
Okay,
Ali
I got to
Viper
be
is probably
careful
the
with my
best.
Night Viper.
Yeah, do. I actually went as far as even though my Night Viper's pins are already broken, I went in and did just reamed the holes of the visor just a little bit, so
Good.
that they put
Oh,
less
to give it a
tension on
bit
it.
more play. Okay, that
Yeah,
makes sense.
that's a
I must
model
look
kit thing.
into. Yeah, I
Yeah,
need to find mine again when I'm home again and actually see what the situation is with mine.
it's just I love the Night Viper for being very finicky, but it's the thing that counts against it for being the best Viper in the line in '89.
Hmm.
Yeah. Um.
It's difficult to choose. Like I just the Nine Viper just looks like the ultimate cool guy.
Mm-hmm.
Like he looks so cool.
Oh no,
You
he
know?
is. He is a cool guy. You know,
But
that's.
the finickiness worries you.
I mean, Bart helped me get mine, which I'm very thankful
Hmm.
for. Shot Bart, because Bart helped me find quite a good quality one, and unfortunately the pin was already broken, but everything else was like good, and yeah, I quite treasure that toy. It's something I wanted for a long time. I mean, I'm talking, I'm speaking as if I was like 6 years ago when I got it,
It was so good, guys.
but yeah, no, it's a great
Well,
toy.
I'm going to be contrary and say the Knife Viper because I think the idea of what Knife Viper does is more interesting to me. Like, yes, you can
Mm.
probably do a lot more with the Alley Viper, but I like just the sneakiness of the Knife Viper. Kind of like the thought of playing out as a sequence of him kind of like sneaking through forests or kind of getting himself in position and taking a shot.
It's a
That
good
kind of
looking
excites
figure.
me more.
Yeah,
It's
Yeah,
almost
great.
too good looking. I
but it
mean,
Have you
is difficult to choose. Like I'll tell you that much.
have you guys been playing any video games, by the way?
Video games, the
It's a leading
video
question.
star.
Loaded and all that.
Well, personally, I've not played any new games. I keep playing what I always play, Final Fantasy 14.
Also.
But I was gifted. I finally finished downloading it today, but I haven't started playing it yet. XCOM 2, which
Oh,
I've
cool.
I've never played any XCOM games, but it's been on my wish list for ages, and I've watched a bunch of videos about it, and I've
It's
always wanted to play it.
modern XCOM, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm excited for it because I think I've played similar games. It was kind of like it's. I believe it's a strategy type of game where everything's turn based,
Yeah. Think of
essentially.
it as
And I
like
have
a board
played,
game.
yeah. So I have played similar types of games in the past. I think one of them was the Shadow Chronicles or something like that. Sort of sci-fi based type game. So yeah, I'm excited to kind of try it out. So that's what I got, but have not played yet.
Dude, one of the things that's quite fun on XCOM 2 is you have to keep your characters alive. You know, you build
Mm,
up characters and they're persistent. So they'll actually get stronger the longer you keep them alive. And so when you lose them, it really
you
sucks.
really feel it. Oh.
And I named all of mine GI Joes because you can also change the
Ah,
appearance. So
that's
like
awesome.
and it's actually great, and I do recommend renaming them because it helps you a lot when you're playing the game. Because if you get like a note or something like Stalker is in trouble or Scarlet is under fire or something like that, it helps you find them quicker.
Okay,
You
that
get that
makes sense.
affection for those characters. Yeah, it's really good. And I even sort of like for me, I even played them like their GI Joe counterparts in a sense.
Hmm.
Like I kind of built characters like Roadblock to be more upfront, heavy, lots of machine guns, that kind of stuff, and then had characters like Scarlet be like my hackers, like
Hmm.
she could do the hacking and whatever's. Even though technically Scarlet's not a
So you like Lady
hacker, but
Gang, maybe.
counterintelligence, so could do all that stuff. But dude, I'm so glad you're gonna play it. And I gotta say, the first 20 missions, or no, first 15 or so, are so great. And then, well, you'll start crying. The game gets hard. Hey, yo, it gets tough. It is. It is probably. I think it is the pinnacle of strategy games. So
Okay. Well,
yeah,
I look forward to kind of getting frustrated. Well, what have you guys been up to? What any new games in your
Terminator.
lives? Terminator.
Terminator.
Ow.
Yeah.
No faith. You have no faith
well, I haven't
here.
played it in a while because my
Oh.
laptop has been very popular here with
Ooh.
all the cousins.
Oh,
They
Okay.
sorry,
obviously
man.
love playing multiplayer Streets of Rage 4. And out of
Oh.
that, Kim and I have had like a hankering for old school Streets of Rage. So we've
Uh,
been trying to get on top of 3
oh,
Hmm.
on
cool. Play the
hardest.
English version.
The Japanese version. I would never play the English version.
Oh, wait, hold on. Are you playing? Did you buy the version that's on Steam of the Sega Ages Collection one?
No, this is this is not bought on
Oh,
Steam.
okay,
You know what I
okay.
mean?
If you bought the Sega Ages one,
Okay.
they've balanced it.
Oh,
If
have they?
you're playing the other one, then yes, play the Japanese one.
Well, look,
Okay.
it would be nice to see the text and okay, in the height of our Streets of Rage fervor, Kim and I beat the American release, Streets of Rage 3, because we
Hmm.
wanted to know what the storyline was.
Impressive.
Because neither of us speak Japanese, obviously. or
Hmm.
not. Obviously, I don't know. Maybe
I
you
don't
think
know.
I'm
Maybe Stephen
secret
loves,
Japanese.
kawaii
Um,
desu.
Arigato. So that's been occupying some time, but I got to be the hero of the day because my brother-in-law's computer can't handle a game called Stray,
Hmm.
and mine can. So his son, who loves this game, got to play it. Like clearly they had a
Oh,
rather
the
big
cat game.
saga trying to get this
Yes.
game working,
Sci-fi
and it
game.
did not
Yeah.
Yeah.
work ultimately. So they were bummed about that. But when they found out that I could get it to work on my setup, I was, as I say, hero of the day. Definitely won Christmas there when I purchased it for him on Steam for like a whole 160
No,
rands.
Australia was super
Cheap game.
affordable. Beautiful game, hey? Like really
Very
good.
beautiful. For anyone in the not in the know, it is a game about a cat in a
Meow.
neo-apocalyptic world, which is basically
Meow.
run by robots and
Meow.
Hmm.
infected by some kind of alien life form that will
Mm.
consume those robots. So cats are used as like scouts
Mm-hmm.
to do tasks and things to try and help this robot civilization fend off this alien invasion.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm just bits and pieces that I've managed to kind of take
So
on.
cool.
It's very immersive. It's beautifully created. This kind of world where, yeah, actually nature has started to take over because us humans have fucked off. All that's left are robots and our aging infrastructure. So it's very
Hmm.
pretty. It's like Tokyo if human beings stopped living there.
And the cat
Wow.
movement is so rad. Like
Yes.
all of the stuff that cats do, and yeah, it's
Oh,
such a
they
cool game.
lick, they play with yarn, they scratch things. It's very
Knock
cool.
things off tables. I love
Great
that.
attention to detail.
And of
There's like
course, just the
moments.
vulnerability of playing as a cat. You can't
Mm.
Hmm.
wield a machine gun, so you are creeping around on rooftops and climbing down vents and things, and just trying to avoid getting killed.
Hmm.
And you can
Very cool
flick
game.
on a setting for like cat deaths on or cat deaths off, because obviously it can be distressing seeing your
Yeah.
cat die,
Hmm.
but we keep it
Or
on
hearing
because
a
we're
cat
a
die is
We
heartbeat
keep it
super
bunch.
on because
distressing.
we're hardcore.
Uh,
There's another one
no,
dead.
it's a
There's another
distressing.
one
It's a
dead.
distressing sound. That's cool, Steve. I'm so glad to hear that. That's like how that went down. So you're the hero, and your nephew's playing Stray. I mean, these are both wins in my eye.
That is awesome.
And it's your computer that can handle it. That's also another win.
Ah, well, bonus to having a new computer. Thank you to my wife, Yowza, and for Paul for his expert advice in securing this machine.
There we go.
Oh, shot, dude.
Yeah, man.
Um, yeah, I've just been playing. I've been playing Terminator.
Hmm.
Um, which I've been enjoying quite a lot. It's quite short, so
Mm,
you kind of for anybody who doesn't know, you do the main scenario, which is as per the movie, and then you get to do two sort of you can splinter the story out and get different outcomes, and so that unlocks different levels. And there's some nice what ifs. I don't know. I haven't actually read into if those what ifs were maybe original ideas for the script or the film or anything like that. Um, but yeah, that was pretty cool. I really enjoyed it, and I encourage anybody who listens to this and who is also a fan of Terminator to play that game. It's
May
Terminator
I
No
just say
Fate.
that Terminator 2D
Mm,
uh, has finally shown me the science of the action platformer. It is
mm,
a perfect example of like the philosophy that in platforming, if you hesitate, you die.
mm-hmm,
You need to be able to move through these levels and through these obstacles fluidly
mm,
Hmm.
without hesitation. I came up in the day of like Castlevania
mm.
and like just being terrified of sudden drops or enemies' erratic movements
Almost like
causing me
Ninja
to get
Gaiden, yeah.
knocked back and die. Like, if you go smoothly and quickly, chances are you'll make it out a lot better than if you're like hesitating, like
Hmm.
2 steps forward, 1 step back. Oh,
Mm.
oh no. So, yeah, thank you. I'm 41 years old and I finally figured out how an action platform is meant to go.
No, that's cool. Yeah, I gotta say that's where its design is really fantastic. Like the
Mhm.
guys really thought
So
about
satisfying to just speed through
yeah.
everything as best you can and be like, shit, that was the best I've ever done this level.
Hmm.
Yeah,
because I just did not blink.
yeah. It's like you get to just laser focus and you get to the end of it and you get that S rank and you're like, oh, cool. And then you'll
Sick.
do another playthrough and you get like a D rank and you're like, wait, what did I do wrong? And you're like, oh,
Whoa.
you know. Um,
Distracted.
Messed up.
but yeah, Terminator No Fate has been cool. Another game that I've been playing Metroid Prime Echoes 4, or Metroid Prime 4
Echoes.
Beyond. Finished that. That was cool. It was good enough. It's a good enough Metroid game. I enjoyed it. Beautiful looking game. Then we go back to playing Metroid Prime Remastered, which I'm wow, that game's still amazing. Um, like really, really amazing. And that's not just nostalgia talking. That's a very layered game. It's got some like niggly points that haven't aged well. Anyway, I've been playing that. That's been really good. There was something else. Um, it's kind of an oldie, but ever since we did Barcadia when I was there in Cape Town, I've been firing up. They did an arcade perfect version of Ridge Racer for
Oh,
the modern
nice.
consoles and for Steam, I think as well. And it supports steering wheels and all that, and it's beautifully emulated. Like it's like on the line. It's amazing. So I've been playing that. I've been having a good time playing that
The
game. It's
wheel.
been amazing with the wheel. Yeah,
Nice.
Ah,
yeah.
that's so
How do you
cool.
set your wheel up? Like, where do you put it?
I could show you guys, but I don't want to show you the rest of my house. I've got a I've got a frame. Like
Oh,
they like I don't have like some fancy thing. I got this cool frame that I bought with actually with my e-bucks.
Hmm.
It's about it compacts into like a chair, like it can fold up. But when it's extended, it keeps the foot pedals there. You can angle the foot pedals as you need to. It's got the steering wheel in front of you, and it's got a place for your gear shift, which
Oh
is pretty
wow.
cool.
So,
Yeah.
but you sit in
So
it
I
with
just
the
sit here on the
chair.
couch and I just pop
Oh,
it in
okay.
front of
And
me
then
and
the
I'm just
frame is
like,
in front of
and
you.
I
but
just
it's
Ridge
stable
Racer it.
enough. How is it anchored?
Um, it's anchored by being stupidly heavy because
Oh,
the foot pedals and everything is pretty
Okay,
heavy. And
and
then when
that
your
kind of
feet are on
helps.
it, you anchor it as well.
Oh, that's
And then
wild.
I've got my coffee table, which my camera is now currently resting on, which provides a good resistance for
Mm.
it. When I
before
have
you
to
really
do
get
that
into your ridge
that
racing, bro.
trial, yeah, you can ask the guys. I mean, I like do that, for the drifting. But as
Oh,
I
yeah,
do the
you
same
hit
setup for
that
Gran
wheel
Turismo.
like you lock it up hard.
Yeah. And then I let it go and I catch it and I go and I
Oh
catch it. It's
wow.
great. It's good times. I love Ridge Racer for that. It's such a meditative experience.
Kinetic.
Yes. But it should be. That's the whole point. Like Ridge Racer is meant to make you feel like you're a character in an anime drifting around.
So we've done a little bit of
Beautiful.
TV. We've done what reading matter might be floating around. We've definitely done
Hmm.
gaming now. But guys, I've a back end topic for us. Very GI Joe centric.
Hmm.
It's not a quick fire. This is more a role play.
Ooh, long fire.
No, because being out here where we've typically always vacationed in December, January, in and out of rock pools, doing a lot of skin diving, uh, snorkeling, oftentimes with a GI Joe sub or two in hand.
Hmm.
Really lovely stuff. I got to thinking, like, how if you were tasked with infiltration on Cobra Island, how would you
Whoa.
do it? Let's create a scenario. Let's say
Ooh,
Cobra
whoa.
Command have captured Snake Eyes. So
Oh
he's
no.
off the table. You can't use Super Duper Ninja Whamma
Wasn't
Jammer
gonna anyway.
as your character. Well,
Oh.
just in case you wanted
You Storm
Super
Shadow.
Snake. Yeah,
I'm kidding,
exactly. I was
Steve.
gonna
I'm gonna
say
use
No, we take the
Sartan,
ninjas off the
guys.
board. That's
two
fine.
two plucky ninja did manage to infiltrate Cobra Island quite comfortably and like fight their way in and out of it.
Mm-hmm.
But if you wanted to be super sneaky, or if you didn't, I mean, maybe you want the direct approach, like
Yeah, send in the flag.
just bomb the place to
Easy.
shit. Yeah, no, if you want to get in there, and get Snake Eyes and get out,
Hmm.
how would you do it?
What would you do?
Well, I would have Chuckles reach through back channels and bribe lots of Cobra troopers and guards to get intel on the inside of the establishment to find out where Snake Eyes is being kept. So that's the first thing I would do.
Yeah, because you need to know where he is on the island for sure.
Yeah. So
Mm-hmm.
we have to figure that part out. Um.
Okay, let's put him in the Terradrome because he's getting brainwave
Ooh.
scanned.
Oh.
Brain
Well, same
scanner.
thing. Okay, but he's inside a terradrome. Okay, so
Well, let's
basic.
call it the Cobra Island Terradrome because, eh, I
It's the
mean, it
big
is
one.
established that there is a sort of a mother of all terradromes on the
Hmm.
island.
Okay. Um, I don't want to like throw out all my ideas. Rob, do you want to
Yeah,
jump in?
don't,
What would you do?
well, yeah, I'd like to think, like sending in like dudes from the air. I think would probably be a good way of doing it. Um,
Mm.
well, actually,
But
no.
they've got
If you,
pretty sophisticated radar.
well, okay, well then maybe do it the way that Snake did it in, invading Shadow Moses. You'd have to send them in via sub, I guess. Then, because I mean, with there only being one hammerhead, I mean, the chances of it seeing you, you know,
Lots of
uh,
bugs, though.
oh, lots of
Yeah.
And
bugs,
sea rays. Never forget about
and
the sea rays. They're a little bit
that's
more
true.
nimble. And they
Well,
mask their signature as like humpback whales, I think.
Hmm.
wow.
Yeah.
So they make it real difficult. But I mean, as we've seen in the comics, it's pretty easy just to kind of like do a little dinghy onto the island. You can kind of like get on there real easy on a dinghy, and that's happened at least 3 or 4 times. It's kind of easier to get onto Cobra Island than us, like I suppose like getting into a normal harbor.
You refer maybe to the yearbook where G.I. Joe with wetsuit, your new figure or old figure,
Hmm.
replacement figure, and the October Guard made for this secluded beach over on the sort of the west side of the island.
Hmm.
And then they trekked across the swamp to get to the amphitheater
Oh,
where they
that
could
sounds good.
abduct Cobra Commander or who they thought was Cobra Commander. In any
Whoa.
case, that swamp, patrolled by ravenous crocodiles led by Crocmaster, is there another approach that you might consider?
So Stephen is showing us the map from one of
Of
the
Cobra
comic
Island.
books of the Cobra Island.
Hmm.
So the Terradrome is on the east side. It's in kind of like a little like alcove, or what do they call those? Inlet,
So on this topographical map, dark green denotes swamp.
swamp. Okay, and then there are many cliffs on that side too on the east. Although it looks like there is a beach slightly south of,
Hmm.
quite a big beach actually, north of the airfield. That's probably the best way of doing it.
Huh.
What about? So you would like go in quite manually. You would want to use some kind of airdrop or beach landing.
Yeah, like
You
airdrop,
would go
I'd
for
I'd
a
love
hard
to be able to
approach.
use. Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
You just want to get the people in there. I mean, maybe like you're still sneaking in, but I mean, well, yeah, you want intel. So obviously, I think your idea of using, chuckles or something else to kind of figure out, because you need to know where he is. It doesn't help. You can't search the entire island.
Yeah.
So I think having intel is very important. Maybe Lady J and Chuckles working together to figure out
Hmm.
where is he.
Well,
Right.
you
And
need
then
Our
access codes and
intel
yeah.
confirms Snake
yeah,
Eyes
he's in the
in the
Terradrome.
Terradrome.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. So I think maybe like dropping in. Oh, what you could do. Well, I mean, they probably have good AWACS, but I mean, like dropping in people. I mean, they can't catch everyone. So probably like a team, maybe led by Ripcord and the Sky Patrol. Kind of send all those dudes in there. Land them on top of the mountain or the volcano,
Rob.
and then they can hang glide down
Oh,
onto the
sick.
Terradrome. Actually,
Okay.
then maybe not the Sky Patrol. Then you would actually want the Air Commandos, wouldn't you?
There
Yeah.
we go. Now you're talking my language, boy.
There. So yeah, so
Hang
Ripcord with the Air
gliders.
Commandos. Why Ripcord? Because I mean, it's Ripcord. He's cool. Um, and yeah, she sent him down there with the Air Commandos. They kind of like AWOL, AWAC. What do they call them? Sea drop,
Halo. You want a
halo drop.
halo high altitude, low open.
Yes.
Okay.
So you get them down onto the volcano, which is quite high. So I mean, they kind of have a good, lay of the
That's quite
land
a difficult halo drop because of the updraft, the heat from the volcano.
for sure. But they can do it because these are the air commandos, so they're doing that, and then
Shit.
they
Has Cobra Island got an active volcano?
yeah, it does. Yeah, of course it does. That's where Cobra Commander buries the ship.
The traitors. Well, I mean, if that potentially could erupt at any point, Oh boy, that's it.
Hmm.
That's your whole operation.
So to continue, like, Rob's jumped in. I'm gonna jump in, and then I know Steve's gonna come in with his ultimate,
Steven
his
Scott,
approach.
he already knows
So
how that's going to get done.
So I got so like as I mentioned, I would get chuckles going through back channels, getting all kinds of intel. As
Hmm.
we know, we now know where Snake Eyes is being held. We also have access codes. We have guard changes. We have all that kind of stuff in, and we also have work schedules. So Cobra Island might be full of personnel, but that personnel goes on leave or whatever's. So we're going to sneak in aboard one of their like refreshments or what's it when they refresh their teams. But the only difference is that it's a C3, also it's a 130 or what is it, a Hercules, a C130 or C something like that. Anyway, whatever Cobra brings its troopers to the island with,
Could even be by boat.
it could be even by boat. But all I can tell you now is it's a bunch of GI Joes dressed up as Cobras and Timber.
Ah.
Who are going to like infiltrate the shit out of this place. And
And
once they
Timber hides
know,
under one of their coats, and they don't
yes,
notice.
yeah, Timber's there. So is Polly, you know, like he's disguised as well.
Okay, so
Um,
shipwrecks on your team.
yeah, Shipwreck's definitely there. It's a cracker team, man. I mean, it's like it's not like 10 people. It's like 20 people at least. You know, this is a refreshment. I mean, GI Joe managed to intercept a GI Cobra holiday party. You know, when they were like going on
Okay,
furlough.
so they replaced the entire troop that would
Yeah.
be entering the island.
So they
Okay.
coming in. They pulling they're doing a Return of the Jedi. You know, an indoor style situation, but
Mm-hmm.
with a bigger team. And then, honestly, like once they got Snake Eyes, their next mission is to just nuke the place from orbit, basically. Like,
Mm.
the Defiant, the launch complex is up there. It's going to lock in on that, and it's going to help. Let's keep it in the 80s ish, 90s ish. What's that nice long range rocket launcher? Oh, the General. I mean, not the General. That's the why can't I remember its name now,
Mean
man?
dog.
No,
No,
not
not
the
the
Mean
mean
Dog.
dog.
That other
It's
beautiful
that ginormous that they wanted to like
Rolling
the
Thunder.
Rolling
slanted.
Thunder. Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, there's a Rolling Thunder, and it's going to deliver some very awesome long range payload on that island, and
Nice.
just nuke the whole place to shit. Thank you, Cobra.
Okay, so they're not going to just rescue Snake Eyes. They want to take out Cobra Island too.
Yeah, no, it's a zero sum game.
Okay.
No, situation. Yeah, so yeah,
Okay. I like it.
no Geneva Convention, no trial for Cobra Commander. Just nuke it all.
You took Snake Eyes for the last time. We're gonna make sure you never take him
Plot
again.
twist, though.
Oh,
Snake Eyes has been so badly brainwashed by Cobra Commander. He is secretly the new Cobra Commander. And Cobra
whoa!
Commander anticipated that G.I. Joe may blow up the island. So the mere event of Cobra Island being nuked is the trigger, which wakes up Cobra Commander's psyche within Snake Eyes. And he has
Wow,
all of Snake Eyes' abilities
The
while
that's
being stuck
silent
in.
commander.
crazy.
There we
And then
go.
he
He's the
infiltrates
silence.
GI Joe, and he turns GI Joe into the new Cobra.
Well, he starts like yeah, he starts taking out some very important
Okay,
people in GI Joe.
revenge.
Yeah. Anyway, there we go.
Wow,
That's my take
I
on
like that.
it.
That's crazy. Okay, that's a far-reaching plan. Yeah, mine was just air commando the guys onto the terradrome. They kind of fight their way in there. They get Snake Eyes out, and then I
Yeah, what's
guess
your exfil? I mean, sneaking in is tough. Getting out alive,
getting out alive is even
impossible.
more. Phew. No, maybe not. No, I don't think it's impossible. Like as long as you can get something like a sub or something up into that inlet above where the terradrome is, because those look like cliffs to me. So into the
Ah.
Gulf of Mexico there. So you get a
Mhm.
couple of subs in there, and basically they kind of like skydive off the cliffs or something into the water, and that's
Nice.
kind of how they get out of there using the subs in the warmer water where it's more difficult to kind of like track things, because the water's so hot and it's super hot water.
In the Gulf of America.
Yeah, and into the Gulf of America, exactly. And then they get out of there, go to the Caribbean, just have a good time.
Rob,
Oh, I like it.
I like yours because it's fun to play. It's a very
Yeah,
video
hey,
gamey thing.
that'd be awesome.
Um,
And if you want to destroy the island, maybe when they land on the volcano, they kind of set explosives inside the volcano, and then as
Boop,
they're
boop,
leaving,
boop.
they set them off, and then like behind them as the the subs are going into the water, like you kind of see the beautiful explosions of the volcano as it
Shaped as a
spurts
Well,
cobra.
lava all over the island.
there's some wisdom in that, Rob, because by making it look like it was a natural event,
Yeah,
kind of might sidestep the diplomatic shit show because
yeah,
Cobra Island has sovereignty, at least in the eyes of a lot of nations.
true.
So if GI Joe was somehow able to destroy Cobra Island by making it look like it was just a volcanic eruption, and then of course GI Joe's like sort of sending the USS Flag for a mercy mission.
We'll help out. We'll help out. We'll give them, what 9 millimeter mercy as they come off the into the water.
Smallpox blankets, anyone? Um,
Yo, this
yeah.
is the
Well,
this
look,
is the North Korean playbook I see. Like, damn.
So Steve,
that's smart, man. It's insidious. GI Joe
it
trigger
really
a
is
eruption.
to take them
Like,
out.
yeah.
But Steven, how would you approach it? You've heard how we're gonna do
Ah,
this.
guys,
Do you
if
have
you can believe
a
it,
different plan?
it's a Christmas miracle. I've asked you a question with no thought to my own response. This
Wow.
is
Christmas miracle
purely,
indeed.
purely an exercise
You're
for
just
you,
Shameless.
interested
my
in
dear, dear
hearing.
friends, and
Wow.
for the listeners. This is a question that's plagued us all since time immemorial. Um, as fans of GI Joe and knowing the lore of Cobra Island, it has become such a key location, and GI Joe has infiltrated it many times.
Yeah.
Larry just can't keep off the place. I
Just
mean,
gotta
he's
keep
constantly
going
sending
back
in
there.
teams. In fact, sometimes teams have just gotten back from infiltrating Cobra Island,
We're
and Command
sending
just
you
turning
back,
right back
Malco.
around.
Get back
Yeah,
there. Go back,
something else you got
Leatherneck.
to do. Um, I
You.
mean, that happens.
Oh no! I forgot my sunglasses, guys. Can we go back?
Cobra Island infiltration part 3.
I
But
It's
like
not
the
even
idea of coming in by sub.
revolving
That's the
door.
sneakiest way. I also like the idea of getting your most sensitive person out using the fire bat. So
Oh, that's smart. I didn't think of
you
that.
reprogram the fire bat somehow to. I mean, you'd have to have someone who had knowledge of fire bats and how to reprogram them. Maybe you take Mercer along, though Mercer
Yes.
doesn't seem too technical.
Maybe
He knows that
mainframe
Big
could
Bad Cobra
figure it
needs air
out.
conditioning, but I don't know if he necessarily knows how to
these big
reprogram
bad cobras
an
need
Yeah.
air
automated,
conditioning.
sophisticated jet.
What mainframe then? You take mainframe with.
Mainframe did it in the issues. Yeah, I think issue 59.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yep, Mainframe
Um,
is your man, and he's a Marine, so of
There we go.
course use him
Good
in
in the
a
water.
Marine capacity.
get to it, get through it.
Amphibious.
Hmm.
Um, but I was gonna say, like, when I listened to Rob's idea, I'm like, that could be a cool way to play it, like from a toy perspective. Like we
Oh
all
yeah.
like rock some barracudas, have like a
Yeah.
coffee table set up or like a dining room table set up as Cobra Island, you know, and then we could like, have a terradrome on there, and we can like have a whole bunch of shenanigans that go down there, and like go outside in the garden, play out the jungle scenes, whatever's.
But Paul, what's the big boss battle? I'm not talking about the
Um,
mid-level bosses.
Oh.
I'm talking about like what is our main showdown before we finally are able to plant the bombs and escape.
Hmm.
I I would love for it to be something dramatic. Um, Like, see, that's the side for where Rob's version comes in. It's like it's kind of great toyetic and kind of video game-ish kind of thing that you can be a bit outlandish with it. So, we could go up against something like a ooh, okay, I'm just gonna pull it out of the air right now, but something like a hammerhead,
Yeah, I
and
was
then
thinking the same thing actually.
and
Like as
then
you're approaching the cliff, it kind of gets between you and the cliff.
yeah, and then you could also have a whole section where Night Raven, which none of you guys could hit with your ground fire, but it's coming down and it's kind of like swooping at you guys, and so you have to like use some kind of like an asp. I mean, not an asp, an adder to like launch
Hmm.
missiles at it, a close range, or use like a rocket, something that fires with rockets, or maybe like a take over a hiss to do that. Um, or or it could be the armor bot, just out of nowhere, the armor bot appears in front of you with a bunch of like snake armors that you have to take out. before the big battle. That could be fun. Cobra Commander in the armor bot, like GI Joe, kind of vibes. So yeah, that could be a cool one. It could be a fun way to take it. I'm not that we have an armor bot, but we have plenty of other vehicles we can throw into the mix.
True.
It's referenced on Mercer's file card. It's also something that artists have gone back to multiple times. But there's such a lovely aesthetic to the idea of the Joes grabbing a moray from the docks and
Mm.
exfil that way, with Cobra choppers coming in and trying to strafe them. Someone in the gunner's seat of a moray, like desperately firing back. Because
Yeah.
let's face it, unless you were a kid that always played Cobra, the moray was a baddie to beat unless you had Joe's steal it. Like
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that is a very attractive play pattern to have somehow your main guys, your protagonists, swipe this thing from Cobra and take it over and have some desperate high speed chase on the open seas. That's so exciting. We
yeah.
definitely played that, Rob. Once we had our
I
hands
know
on
for
the
sure we
moray.
did.
Oof,
Yeah.
yeah, man.
That was the way they always
I
escape.
used to imagine that when I knew the moray existed at this very coastline that I'm currently at.
Hmm.
Because the rock pools sometimes were wide enough, deep enough for like toy boats to be played with. I had the Shark 9000. I could play with that in the water, but I didn't have a moray. But I would imagine morays,
Hmm.
and that was just such a lovely exercise of the mind, flight of fancy. Did you guys do that? Like not have the toys, but just imagine the
Oh
toys that kind of
yeah,
would play
Terradrome.
out in your sort of cerebral TV?
Yeah, a few things.
Sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Can you
Um,
remember specifics?
not super. Just I would often have like a Terradrome that we would like blow up in my brain, and
Mm-hmm.
then sometimes like I didn't have any Cobra motorbikes, so I'd often have to like try to imagine what a Cobra motorbike is when it was chasing the warthog.
Mm.
Random.
I don't think there was a cover motorbike in the
No.
classic run, was
Yeah,
there?
that's the thing. Never. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Well, I mean, for me, like maybe it was something from those catalogs, like the '90s catalogs. I mean, I'm pretty sure there was at least a Stella Stiletto on there somewhere. So I could kind of imagine, like, Space Joe's being attacked by a Stella Stiletto.
Not a Stellar Stiletto, but the Starfighter, which is the GI Joe redeco of the
Yes.
Stellar Stiletto. We saw the Invader, which is the Cobra
The
The
Pogo.
bubble
pogo, the
bubble.
disco pogo.
Yes, actually, the Pogo I think was often, yeah, that version of the Pogo was
Pogo.
something I sometimes thought about, like fight going up against,
I
like
actually
wanting to
want
fight
a Stella
against that.
Stiletto. Um,
They
it's
look interesting,
I really
you
feel
know.
like it's something that's missing from my collection because I enjoy the spacey side of Cobra.
Mm,
Yeah.
would be
Um,
nice to own that.
yeah, it'll be cool. Like if we go to the States or something again and I come upon one or
Mm,
something. But anyway, um, what I did want to mention is we got the video game toy playing outside of Rob's scenario. And then as I
yes.
was like thinking about mine would be interesting for a tabletop RPG kind of thing because then we could create a
Mm,
whole bunch of characters, NPCs, so to speak, that you have to speak to. So there's sections of getting through. Like it sounds boring if I say it like this, but when you're playing it in an RPG setting and you have to get through like security checkpoints where there's very hectic tension and the wrong move, the wrong roll could like spell disaster for your company.
yeah,
That creates a lot more. That creates a lot of tension to play it that way. And
for
Right.
sure.
So you
and like
really are
hacking
going
and
for the like get in disguise infiltration mission
yeah,
where
I'd
Hmm.
you
like
have
that
to
idea.
interact with Cobra security personnel,
Yeah.
whereas Rob's just kind of sneaking and peeking,
Just
gliding on down and
play with the toys.
I think I think that's just because there is so much of that.
Mm,
And I mean and like there's nothing wrong with that. But
yeah,
I mean
I'm not getting you wrong here.
that's essentially how most of us played with our stuff anyway, is the sneaking. I mean Metal Gear Solid is an amazing game because it focuses on sneaking and whatever's. Um, you know, like and you're put in scenarios where you have to interact and engage with the enemy. But I think real life wise, you're going to try and find every way around that.
Yeah,
And I
killing people.
I mean, I don't know if you guys have ever watched that movie, that Bridge of Spies film, and There was another one as well. Oh, it's very James Bondish. Um, but it's about this Tinker Tailor
Soldier
Soldier
Spy.
Spy.
Soldier Spy. That was I thought that film was really awesome, and I felt it was
Yeah.
very tense and very interesting. And I kind of thought, wow, that would GI Joe could. A lot of the times when you read the GI Joe comics, there are portions of it that are very much like that.
Mm.
Um, that I feel like we don't really play out with the toys because with these fully articulated action figures, we don't think about the slow, chilled out media like approach. We're always thinking, "Hey, this guy can do this, and I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna blow this up," and it's
That's
good
why he has
times.
the articulation, so
Well,
Yeah,
he can do all the
yeah.
moves.
These
Paul,
are
this
not
is
Star Wars
where
toys.
I'm kind of
Yeah,
sad that we didn't play together as kids because sounds to me like your games were much more kinetic than ours.
Mm.
We realized fully that if we just did the action sequences, the game would be over in 20 minutes flat.
yeah,
So there was
Yeah.
a lot of sneaking, there was a lot of talking, there was a lot of like problem solving and getting around obstacles as opposed to like just guns blazing, get the objective, get out. So I'm delighted that that's what you crave now.
yeah. Totally.
There
I
we
mean,
go.
David and I, like as you guys know, and as listeners, long-time listeners will know, to just keep things kind of like civilized, Dave and I used to roll dice, for different
Mm.
characters for their attacks, and if the attack landed. So we essentially were playing an RPG, with GI Joe at that time, and that was also because eventually smashing figures together means that maybe weapons go missing or stuff gets broken and freaks David out. But then David could set up these scenarios in his lounge and it'd be like a video game. It would be game design. And I think that's also why I'm very much in the field of work that I am today, because we enjoy doing that kind of stuff. And dude,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm so sorry I didn't get to be part of your games when you guys were kids either, just for the sheer fact that,
Yeah.
look how much fun we've had in the last 14 years with this podcast. I can
Yay.
imagine us as kids. I mean, got we got a nice snippet of that the other day, when it
Mm-hmm.
was your birthday. So,
Teehee.
hee hee, that was cool. Oh, I do feel sorry, just because I did mention a movie now, and I do feel like something that's very important for this episode, just because we have been speaking about Terminator, and obviously I'm quite hungry to watch Terminator films again.
Mm-hmm.
Terminator 1 is on Amazon, thank goodness. But Terminator 2 is like nowhere, at least for in our side of the world. So you have to rent it, or if you're lucky and you own the Blu-ray, you can watch it. So that's cool.
Or if you're in the DVD, as Steven does, we actually did rewatch it.
Yeah, good times.
Yeah,
Do you,
fantastic times.
do you guys
Still
have the
holds up.
extended cut version or the like so-called director's
No.
cut?
Watched that
Extended cut.
once and I never want to watch it again.
Whoa,
Yeah,
there's an
it's
incredible
over
opinion.
explains. It does a lot of weird things. Anyway, I've got it, but I've always appreciated the cinematic cut, the theatrical cut more personally. But I just want to put this out here. This is a PSA. Please, for the
Hmm.
love of your own sanity, do not watch Terminator Dark Fate, which is incidentally still better than Madam Web, but only marginally so because Linda Hamilton's performance in there is not bad, and Arnie's in
Okay.
it. So okay. Um, wow, what a terrible movie. Terminator Dark Fate is the biggest load of shit I've seen in a long time. It's just wow, like
Even
wow.
worse than Genesis, really?
It's the
I-
same shit. It's like actually Genesis. No, I'll argue this. No Fate makes no sense. I mean, No Fate. Dark Fate makes no sense,
okay.
and it's all over the place. And some of its action sequences seem quite made for TV. Like that kind of feeling, like they don't. I don't
Ooh.
know. I didn't feel like it was very Hollywood, but Genesis is insipid. Uh, the dialogue is bad, the scripts are bad, the performances are bad. It's just bad, bad, bad. I feel bad for everybody in that movie. I actually forgot that existed, Rob. Thank you.
Well, that's why I just had to mention it because I'm like, is it as bad or worse than Genesis?
It was better than Genesis, but
Okay.
it's so convoluted. Anyway, with the way the T800s work and the whole timeline, it's just stupid, and it invalidates the first two films or the first three films. And yeah, anyway, just wanted to put that PSA out there
Okay,
for
so don't
anybody that
watch
cares.
Dark Fate, guys. If you enjoy Terminator, just imagine there are two movies, Terminator and Terminator 2. And if you feel like a Terminator 3, Terminator 3 isn't offensive, but
Talk to
it's
the hand.
uh, but man, like, No Fate was so good. It's just,
Hmm.
it was, it was like, it was what was missing. When we were kids and we got these games, when we saw Terminator game was coming out or Judge Dredd the game was coming out, we kind of imagined it would be like that, and they always just fell a bit short.
Hmm.
Um, for many reasons, like, but some of them were really good. In my opinion, Stargate was fantastic. This is a very video game heavy episode. Sorry.
Yeah,
Stargate
what's
was
going
amazing.
on?
Demolition Man was great. For my money, I loved the uh True Lies video game as well. That was really
Wow,
cool.
you've played a lot more like movie adaptations than I think I have.
Mm, like those were fun. Like True Lies, I just loved the role and the sound of the guns on a Mega Drive at that time, or Genesis
Hmm.
for our American friends. It's just so good. And Demolition Man. What is it? Send a send a psycho to catch a psycho. That was a fun game. Anyway, um,
Gents, I think that's our show.
send a maniac to catch a maniac. Yeah. Um,
Yes, there it is.
yeah, there it is. That was our. I think this is technically our last show for the year. Yeah,
Not even
Eh,
technically, this is literally the last show of the year.
literally
The
very
next time we chat will be, well, for the show, will be the 4th of January in 2026. Six.
madness.
Six.
Absolute madness. So let's just maybe take a moment just to say thank you to everybody. Like, thank you
Mhm.
to everybody this year for your support and your great comments and for keeping us engaged and excited about GI Joe. Not that we need to be kept excited about GI Joe, but your love for GI Joe always makes our love for GI Joe more fun because we see cool things, we hear ideas in the comments in Facebook and whatever's. So thank you to you guys out there, all of you who are listening and watching this. So that was really cool of you. And GI Joburg will be going for at least another year, and we'll see what happens at the end of
Yay.
2026.
Yay.
It's been 14 years. 2025 has been a very interesting year for myself, and so yeah, I'm glad to be at this point of it and looking forward to a new one. It hasn't been uh, like that bad, I think. I don't know. But there are some of you out there who are also dealing with some things, and we just want to know we got you. We're here. Hopefully, we can be a constant in your life. So while you're going through that, if you can listen to GI Joburg, or if you are listening to GI Joburg, thank you. What else?
Toy of the year,
Toy of
2025
Whoa.
edition.
Toy
Oh
of
my
the
word, toy of
year.
the year.
Whoa. Oh my goodness.
Good
That
luck,
was.
boys. I sprung it on you in the 11th hour and 59th minute.
Yes.
Hmm.
Oh my word. It's difficult because there are so many cool things that happened this year with toys. Okay.
Well, you are clearly playing for time right now, so I'll give you a little bit more. Mine is not only my toy of the year personally, but it is a toy released this year, which is astounding. When do those things line up for me? I'm a retro guy.
Yeah,
You
of
know,
Hmm.
course.
I bought the General last year. And that's a 25-year-old toy, 35-year-old toy. My goodness.
Dun dun
Ah.
But
dun.
my toy of the year, gotta give it to him. Super 7 did it. Pythona.
Ah.
However,
Wow.
Oh,
not
caveat.
not standard.
Whoa.
I
Heavy
did.
The
I
art.
got my
special
Pythona
edition.
a vintage collection Luke Skywalker Jedi Knight robe. It is brown, but it is beautiful. The right fabric, the right cut, the right shape. Like, I know they're trying to be authentic with these very stiff, and arm go through the basically the holes like basic bitch soft goods.
Mm,
But they don't really g- do right by the figure. They
Hmm.
inhibit the articulation. They inhibit the fun that you can have with the figure. Give them the right fabric goods, and all of a sudden it's all unlocked. Python is able to do all these kind of like cool ninja dives and leaps and runs and poses that I wanted to do. She's screen accurate insofar as like a direct cartoon to plastic translation, and the head sculpt is incredible. The 6-inch classified version, which I had on order, on pre-order, I cancelled because
oh,
this Super
Wow.
7 version is all I need.
balls. Next
I
time, tell
know
Oh,
me. I
she's
would
got
have
a
jumped
stunning
in
head
on that.
sculpt as well, but
yeah. I would have taken that. Jeez. Yo.
at that scale, well, I
Yeah.
don't know if you'd like the price.
Oof.
It was considerably more than what the estimated price was going to be with this particular
Word.
e-tailer. So that also was
Oh.
like, hang on, man,
Oh, okay. No,
Wait
this
a
has
minute.
jumped
that's some
in
bullshit.
price by 2 times.
What are you doing? Why are you
No,
making this
that's
more
some bullshit.
expensive, buddy?
So forget that. Anyway,
Forget it.
yeah, the head sculpt on the Super 7 version is perfect for its size. I even don't mind the painted plastic. In fact,
Yee.
Okay.
I would say that
Say
she would
that.
not look as good if the flesh tone wasn't painted.
Hmm.
Hmm.
It's a bold
I feel like
claim.
we should break this. I feel like I should throw you a lifeline here and be like, what is your favorite toy that wasn't released this year that you got this year?
You still playing for time?
Word.
Anyway, Rob, have you got an answer, man? Your favorite toy of 2025?
I
Steve
like
toys, you're not
everything that
serious.
I receive. I'm always happy when I get a new toy because I really I really don't buy my own toys that much
You know,
anymore.
yeah, I'm in a very. I want to say I don't buy my own toys anymore, but I'm in a similar boat. Rob, carry on.
Yeah, but I think I mean if I had to choose one out of the ones that I've received,
Cobra Wolf?
no, it wasn't Cobra Wolf. It was for Christmas last year, wasn't it? No, that was
That was your birthday, bro.
there's the chariot. The chariot was for Christmas in the round box.
Oh yeah, very good. the the stun.
Yes, this
The
stunning
chariot.
chariot. Actually, it probably would be the Cobra Wolf. Actually,
Yeah, I know you, my friend.
it would. Yeah, it actually would be. Yeah, because that's something I've coveted from your collection for many years.
um, guys, like
Hmm.
my toy purchases, and I know Steve is on the same boat as me with this.
It's
My
varied.
toy purchases are very considered these days, so it's very hard for me to say to like pick one over the other as like my favorite or whatever's like because and then I'm putting Street Fighter figures up against like Super 7 stuff and it gets a bit
It
like
has to
murky.
be. It has to be Balrog, dude. How can it
Well,
not be?
no, Balrog
I mean, what
Balrog
an
was
incredible journey and story of acquiring that toy too.
yeah, listen, the story behind getting Balrog was cool.
Hmm.
And thank God he's an amazing toy to go with that. And it's definitely one of my favorite toys this year. But I
But he's
mean, it's
not
also the
your
same year I got a
number
Cammy,
one.
and Cammy was incredible, and Sagat is
Ooh.
also incredible. You know what I mean? It's like it's a whole thing. But I do want to throw out a special mention to Delta 17 with the ninja figure that we were gifted
Red
by
Okami.
Red
Yes.
Okami, and that was a real treat. That was a real surprise, and I've actually
I
enjoyed
was not
that.
expecting that at all.
Yeah, and I enjoyed the finish and the quality of that toy. I think that they did like a really great job on that, and the weapons are also cool. You know, this weapon set that I got now as a gift just sort of reminded me of that. You know, of how great the weapons are, and I'm glad that I've got more to mess around with now. Um, but Steve stole the show this year with the Hammerhead. So
Hmm.
actually, my favorite toy this year is the Hammerhead because how can it not be the Hammerhead? It's a toy I've wanted for like 30 years. So like finally it's here in my lounge with me. I
There we go.
very happy. So thank you, Steve, for that. And for everybody that was involved in that. Again, thank you guys. You made it special. And
Yeah,
so
I mean,
bam,
even if it
looking at it.
wasn't Toy of the Year for me anyway, it would be like coolest toy story of the year.
Hmm.
Like
Yeah.
finding the shell at a giveaway price, having someone from our amazing group of like contributors come up with the mini subs,
Mm,
and then finding like the last remaining piece online, also not terribly dear. I mean, like it all came together. People always tell you that the hammerhead is a bastard to try and complete.
mm.
But this one came together like magnificently,
Yeah,
serendipitous.
Synchronicity.
like
Yeah.
knife through butter, basically.
It was
And
good
yeah,
fortune and good friends.
Mm-hmm.
young 10-year-old me is very, very happy.
Yeah, buddy.
As
Yeah,
happy as 42-year-old me is. So, um,
Right.
yeah, that's been my like toy highlight of the year. But I just
nice.
wanted to mention the D17 stuff and the Super 7 figures as a whole. I've just been just enjoying.
Yeah, long may they last. I'm
Yeah,
hoping for more good stuff from Super 7 next year.
And a fun
Carl.
little exercise for anyone listening this far. Scroll down to the YouTube comments and let us know what your toy of the year 2025 was. Let us know who is on your team for treading
Hmm.
Cobra Island. How would you do it? The direct
Yes.
approach, the the sneaky subterfuge approach, or would
Sneaky.
you, like Paul, do the RPG approach where you talk to absolutely every blue shirt you encounter and have a little text-based conversation?
Yeah. Oh, tell me the password. Shake, 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 shake.
Awesome, guys.
Thank you for
Alright.
Yo,
joining us.
Joe.
Bird and happy new year.